West Virginia ground is all I know. It's in my blood, as black as coal. So when I die, just lay me down 'neath this West Virginia ground.
Jack Dwight was the head superintendent. Jerry Workman was under him, and then Lane Johnson was mine for me. So that Saturday, like I told you, they interviewed 500 men and they hired 21 of us. But Jerry was sitting there that evening doing the interview, and he had them glasses down like this. You know, he looked my application over. He'd seen where I'd run a loader. We'd come from Old Mammoth over there, and a shuttle car. So I told him, he said, you can run a loader? I said, yeah. I said, project cut machine and coal drill, I never seen one in my life. But anyway, I said, your loader and your shuttle car, ain't nothing to it. But anyway, he looked on down and he said, James, he said, I see for these 2 years you didn't work. I said, no, sir. He said, what did you do? And I thought, well, if I tell him, he ain't gonna harm me. And if I lies to him and he finds out, he'll farm me. So Lane Johnson and Jack Knight started laughing. They were sitting on them tables. And old Jerry sitting there looking at me. I said, well, he said, I know you had a family. I said, yeah, and I had to keep mommy and daddy and my little brother. And he's sitting there looking at me. I said, I made moonshine whiskey and hauled it into West Charleston and sold them colored people. I was just scooting down in a chair. I knew he was going to say that. He looked at me real close. He said, I'll call you a Tuesday evening, and that's exactly what he done. I used to take it to work with me down on Friday night. Yeah. Herman Conner and Sam Saul got drunk and run that old scout in the creek. On Monday, we went back to work, and Lane called me aside. He said, Boner, he said, next time just bring 1 pint. He said, that boss is going to get killed. He said, I ain't got no more. He said, just bring 1 pint. Yeah, I made it up in the hollow there.
Up there somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's the trick to making it?
You got to have corn, sugar, malt, yeast to start it. You got to have a lot of water. You got to have a worm and a crossbar copper line. That worm I had would run 20 a gallon every 28 minutes. You could change a gallon jug out. Yeah. I went to the Narrow Cedar Grove with 3 gallons of whiskey. They come over to James Ward, brought the taxi over here at Dunbar store. They give me $15 a gallon for each gallon and take it over and elected the mayor of Cedar Grove that time.
Wow.
Yeah. That was in 62. Yeah, 1962. Yeah.
So you did what you had to do.
Yeah. I mean, I told them, I said, we had to eat, and I said, we had a small power bill, and I said, other stuff you had to get. I said, I had to do something. I said, I didn't have the money to get away, go nowhere. Yeah, they hired me right on the spot, no problem. There was a guy with me, he'd come out of the Army, and he worked at Appalachian, and Jerry asked him what he was qualified to do. You know what he told him? He looked at Jerry and told him, he said, I don't know what I'm qualified for anything about. That was as far as he got.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it's the Lawrence Rucker, Lloyd Rucker's brother, older brother. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've seen a lot.
Just lay me down 'neath this West Virginia ground.